Hello guys, and welcome to this second session of questions and answers to CLX. So the first question is, where did you learn how to draw the mail form? Well, actually I didn't really learn it from teaching lessons in schools. I had very few drawing sessions with a live person. And mostly I learned from observing, from the reference I gathered through the years, and very lately, I would say from the past couple of years maybe, I discovered some YouTube teachers. One is proco.com. I think I already told you about that several times. I tried to follow some of the lessons, but there are so many of them, and as you know, so few times. So I stopped following them for a while, but I keep an eye on what he's posting, and when I try during lunchtime, for example, I try to follow some of the sections, but mostly it's like I would say autodidact and observing pictures and videos and now YouTube. So the second question is what advice I would give to artists to draw the mail form. The best advice I would say is never stop drawing. Because I did at some point. Never stop drawing and practice a lot, observe a lot. Never hesitate to copy some of your favorite artists. When I say copy, is try to reproduce some of their techniques to discover what technique is the best for you, what will be your signature technique. And it's a very long process. So the other advice I would give to any artist is to be patient. Like when you create comics, it's a very good teaching for patience but for the mail form, indeed, don't hesitate to follow anatomy lessons, live drawing if you can, but mostly on the internet, on YouTube, you can follow many really great courses. Most of them are free, and it's very useful. It takes a lot of time, but honestly, it's really worth it, because if we take me as an example, I really progressed quite quickly when I started to have an eye on the anatomy of the mail form. So that's the last advice. Try to follow some real anatomy courses for artists. And it's the best way to learn and practice again. Third question is what are the best references for the mail form? Well, actually, it depends on what kind of mail form you're going for. It's if you're going to draw, like, let's say a comic about the gay bear community, you have to take references from bigger guys. If you're gonna make I don't know, I think in the past years there was a game, a gay game involving sports teachers. So that if you do that, you need to have a main reference of really fit guys, muscle guys. But to find your references nowadays it's really easy with Instagram and Facebooks. You can easily follow some guys who are really who can be like the muse you need for your artistic view, what you want to draw, and as you know, for the recent years, they post a lot. People post a lot. Most of the time almost naked or half naked, so you can really have good references for the drawing this way. So I would say social networks, it's a very good thing. And to link with the previous question, there are some good anatomy books or websites that can be helpful too, depending once again of the type of bodies you wanna draw. The next question is, would I share my database references? Well, all of it would be a bit complicated, as I gathered it so on various places, like some external devices, etc. So I couldn't. It would be hard to share all of it, and it's very some of the database is pretty personal, but I can share if some artists need some, like I said, I know part of the body's reference I can have. For my database, there are some poses that I really struggle to get, and I think that's the part I could share, because for years I had difficulties and lately I can say that because on the 24th page of Lust I'm actually finishing. There's for example a really extreme rotation of the torso. The hero has to rotate. He's turning back, but on the point of view, it's really it really has to turn. And in my mind, I wanted to see really how the torso rotates from the hips. And I really struggled to find that, and honestly, I didn't find something really good. I had to assemble multiple photos from fitness guys, fitness teachers. They are not all half naked, so I have to at some point guess or use another reference for the naked body. So. Honestly, at some point it's really complicated, and to be fair, I struggle a lot with this. It's too bad. It's the very last panel of the very last page of this chapter, and I'm really not satisfied with the result. But as usual with me, I'm not satisfied, and in the end, it's gonna be okay, I guess. So. We'll see. But yes, to back to the question, if you need some artist needs some reference, if I can help him help her find the right poses or references, I would be happy to help. Oh, this next question is good. How did I get involved with class comics? It's a dream come true, actually. I've known class comics for almost their start, I guess, like nearly 20 years ago. Sorry, Patrick, if you see that. I hope it's correct. Well, it's a good story, and it's a bit a sad story for me, because for years, for like 12 years, I wanted to reach class comics, and I had a real deep wish to work with them in a way or another, but I never thought I would be worth it. And I know now it's stupid to hear, but when you're younger and unexperimented artist, you don't know the value you have. You don't know how much you can progress. It's something terrible. I wish someone would have pushed me and showed me how far you can go, and the journey is not over. I know it, and but anyway, that's what it's like. So I knew Class Comics for years as a fan, as a reader, as an artist who never thought that could meet them, and it happened in 2017 with the Queers and Comics conference in San Francisco. It was actually my very first travel to the United States of America, and I had the chance to. I was a panelist, and it was the time where Fraser and Patrick from Class Comics came to as panelists. So we met at some point in the hallways, and something really happened. We really bonded together. We went to our panels. We went having drinks, dinner, and it was wow, so simple, like we really a good friendship was starting. Whatever. Unfortunately, we live so far away from each other. We can't meet again. I hoped we could meet 2 years later when there was in 2019 when there was the third Class Comics, the third Queers and Comics conference in New York City, and I went there, but unfortunately they couldn't be there too, and that's how it started. And when I met them, it was a turning point for Lust. I won't lie. I still have the Lust project in mind, but two people really pushed me to make it happen. It was Patrick and Fraser when I met them, because I couldn't not talk about it to them, and my husband. Definitely Tanguy made it happen. So I won't lie. He was the one who really pushed me, so that was good. And then Lust happened. I was so amazed to see Patrick commenting, liking, giving me advices, many supports about the project. And when the first chapter was completed, I thought we could, Class Comics could publish it, and it could have been, but they could. The trouble is in Canada they don't have the same protective laws about ownership when you are a creator, an artist. In France, we have very strong laws about that, and you when you do a parody of a franchise of some people that are known, it's a little bit less risky, I would say, in France, I guess, than in Canada or many other places. And as Lust is a parody of Lust, as Lust includes, well, at the beginning it was just lookalikes, famous people, including Matthew Fox, who plays Jack Shepherd in Lost, but there are many others that you did recognize after him, and it was all the people are much too easy to recognize. So it's true it could have been an issue, and so it didn't happen, unfortunately, but.